Let's just say I'm happy with that. It's obviously I'm not. It's time to look into liveries for project motor racing, and these are the tools you will need. Plus an image editor, of course, of your choice. As long as you can open and save PNG files, you're fine. NVIDIA Texture Tools Exporter. It is a standalone tool. It will open DDS files and it will save DDS and PNG files, whatever you want to convert it to. I prefer this because it's very, very light. It is hands-on, just drag and drop, save, done. In order to save a PNG file back to DDS to the proper compression type that Giant's engine needs or the game needs, you will need to sign up for GDN, the Giant's Developer Network, log in and find this here, Giant's Texture Tool 901. And lastly, we need something to read and write code or text. And I prefer Visual Studio Code for a number of reasons, and I'll try to show you why in a bit. Let's have a look at what a livery pack or a mod is made of. So I've gone ahead and downloaded this Porsche 992 livery pack from the mod hub. It is already available when you start the game. So I'm gonna just extract this. And from the get-go, I'm just gonna rename this because this is where I'll also do my work. Let's try to keep it clean and understandable that this is a mod for this car, and it is my liveries or Ola's liveries. We get to the root folder of the mod, and this is two icons. I'm not quite sure when this is used, but this one shows up in the mod hub or the list of installed mods. This mods file will tell the game, hey, what are you and where do I find your files? So we can open that in VS Code. Here I have a list of all my projects. You can see a lot of stuff for Farming Sim, and this is where I find my stuff for Project Motor Racing. Here is the mod folder and the mod desk. Let's start at the top, and this is sort of a gag, I guess, for Farming Sim modders. We are actually at desk or description version 0. I've never had that. I've always had at least 2 digits there. I'm gonna say Ola Haldor is the author. Version number 1, and the name of the mod is Porsche 992 Ola's liveries. Do not touch this. These two define where are the files stored to instruct the rest of the mod. So this file tells the game, look into this file. And when the game gets to this file, there's further instructions. And down here we have the description. This description is what's shown in the mod. Ola's Porsche livery. Okay, let's look further in here. We have a couple more folders here. You have the name of the car or the type of the car. I think it doesn't matter what this folder is named, but it's kind of a good habit to just continue on this folder structure. So inside data liveries, we have the XML files as mentioned in the moddesk. I'll just keep one of them for now because I'm just going to make one livery. Straight away, I'm just going to rename this. So it says livery underscore Ola. So it's very easy to see. Double click that to open it. You see some familiar names here. Livery, la la la. And all of these is pointing to where the game should find various resources. We're going to get back to this in a bit, but first we need to check out more of this hierarchy. If we backtrack here, thumbnails, just delete one of them because we don't need it. And for the first time, let's open the NVIDIA texture tool. Drag and drop in here, and we can see that, yeah, this is the thumbnail that is shown in-game in the Livery menu. Okay, I'm not going to be able to create that, sadly, because we don't have the tools for it yet. But I'm sure we will get it either on launch day or shortly after. Backtrack again, and here is the liveries with capital L. This is where the actual livery lives. And I was very pleased when I found this mod pack because we have not only the DDS files but also GIMP files. This is something I'm used to from Farming Sim and modding for Farming Sim. The GIMP file is basically just information to the texture converter, which we found on the Giants developer network. It tells the converter what to convert to. This downscale factor here tells the converter to not only convert to DDS, but also scale the image down. So if the texture originally was 8K, which I guess the original designs are made as, it will scale it down by 1 factor. That means it will be a quarter of the original size. That sounds weird, but it is. So 8K down to 4K. So I'm gonna delete that because the files we will be working on is already 4K and 2K for the mask file. So I'm gonna go do that for both of these GIMP files. Delete the downscale factor because we don't need it, and close those straight out. Now, all of the rest here is just not interesting because we're gonna make just one livery. And from the get-go, I'm just gonna rename this Ola_Ola for all of these. If you don't know the shortcut to quickly rename just using the keyboard, select a file, press F2, and you can start to edit, right? So that's done. Let's have a look at what these two files are. Let's click and drag this ALB or albedo file, and this is the color. This is the design of the paint job on the car. And this is actually quite a good example because it outlines the panels on the car. It clearly shows where the various parts are, and you can follow and trace this on your own and fill in with any color. We don't have any editor, nor do we have a wireframe to overlay here. So it's all going to be just tracing and guessing. This is the ARM file. This is A for alpha, R for roughness, and M for metallic. So it's kind of hard to see what's what here, but let's open it in Affinity. This is the image editor I'm currently using because it's free. Oh, by the way, yeah, I forgot to convert this to PNG. Sorry. So let's do that first. I'm gonna save this. And here's another quick tip for Windows users. Click on the address bar in your window, copy, click in the address bar here and paste, press enter. Now you quickly jump to that folder. So let's name this PNG, and I'm gonna do the same for the design itself. Oh, PNG, there we go. So now I can open this ARM file in Affinity. Let's have a look at the channels. So this channel is full alpha. That means anything that is white will show the paint. Anything that is black will show carbon fiber. In the green channel, we have roughness. So anything that is any shade of gray or up to white will be more or less a degree of roughness. That means less shine, less reflection. And in the blue channel, sadly, there's nothing here. That means nothing on this car is metallic. If there was any shade of gray or white, it would be more or less metallic. Let's have a look at the design itself. And here we can see that we have various outlined sections. And I'm going to just create a quick design here. And yeah, it's going to be tricky without having the tools I'd like to have and an outline or a wireframe to guide me. But let's see how it goes. Let's just say I'm happy with that. It's obviously I'm not. Okay, it will be fun to see what it ends up with. Let's give it a shot. So I'm gonna go save. It will save flattened. Yes, please, because I'm not gonna save all these layers. I'm just gonna save a single PNG file. And now we have that visible here. Ideally, I should make sure that this ARM file is the same as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and paint all of this. I'm gonna group everything here. Let's see. Group everything. And I'm also gonna make a, let's see, a filled layer here. Put that into the group as well, because that will fill the entire square with pixels, so it's easier to place and get it into the proper place in the ARM file. So go here, zoom out, because when we paste, we can see that this is actually 4 times larger. It is a 4K, and paste it into a 2K. We need to scale it down like this. So when it's scaled down, we can hide this here. Want to rasterize these so we get the pixels. Same with here, rasterize. So we get the pixels. And let's see. Now we can put all of these in one group. And on this one group, I can apply one color, like an overlay color. We want it to be all red because we want it to be paint or a sticker or something. But we want it also to be rough. Currently, it is not rough. I'm going to increase the green channel a little bit here. So we have either a little bit below or a little bit above the paint. I'm going to go with above the paint so the stickers are more rough. Like so. Blue, not going to have that because that means it will be metallic. That's it. Let's save the file. Now we have these 2 files ready for me. So I'm going to delete the DDS files because we don't need them anymore. We are going to convert these 2 to DDS using these GIMP files. They will instruct the texture tool what to do. So I'm going to click and drag these 2 over here to the texture tool, and it will take a while. Let's just be patient and wait. Great, and it's done. So that means I now have these 2 DDS files. Okay, let's go to the next step. We know that we need this name here. So I'm going to F2 to copy the name and head back over to the XML file. This name needs to be changed to whatever the name of your albedo is, or the albedo and ARM files. So remove the suffix. This value over here needs to be the same as this. So why not use the same name everywhere? So I'm gonna just save everything here as the same name, just to be safe. Let's name this not Livery 4 but Ola and see what happens. Now what we not gotta do then is over here in the moddesk file, because we need to tell the game where do you find. We're gonna tell the game where to find the file. So I'm gonna delete one of them because I only have one Livery. And we're gonna find the name of the XML file, copy that, and paste into the moddesk file. And if everything works out now, we're gonna have our own Livery in game. Let's launch a game and see what happens. So let's head over to single player, race and our car, and now we can see, whoa, we have 2 liveries here that look the same in the thumbnail, but here's my car. Look at that. It's crazy how terrible it looks. But we can do something about that. Let's just pick another vehicle here, or design. Head back to Affinity. Right to texture tool again. And let's have a look at this design. Here we go. it updates live, so to speak, but it doesn't always work. So keep that in mind. Okay, so what if I wanted to have carbon fiber? So I'm gonna go and grab, is it this one? So I have an outline. So now this is completely black. There's nothing here. So basically this should turn into carbon fiber. Let's delete this ARM DDS file, run it through the texture tool again to convert to a DDS. Let's head back to the game, load our livery, and now you can see we have carbon fiber. Let's take it for a spin.
Get ready, mate.
Look at that. Cool. Okay. Well, let's take it for a lap. Alright, that's all from me. I'll see you around later. Bye!